Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Sebastien Boyer, the approved guy. And on this video, we're going to be talking about no PG business credit. What is it? How does it work? How do you get it? Is it real? Does it actually exist? Without further ado, let's get right to it. All right. So the first thing we need to do when we're talking about business credit is identify who are the players. So there's Dun& Bradstreet, there's Experian Business Credit, Equifax Business Credit, there's Credit Safe, LexisNexis, PayNet, the SBFE, and the SBSS score. All these bureaus serve a different purpose and have different value. None of them individually are going to get you everything you need or want, but collectively and holistically, if you build a profile that addresses all of these bureaus, then when the time comes for you to get access to funding, you're going to have the best possible profile to get the best results. So just as much as you want to build your personal credit, you want to build your business credit. Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax are the main three business credit bureaus. Credit Safe is one that corporations use to look at their competition or even to vet another client that they're looking to work with or a vendor that they're looking to hire. LexisNexis is public records that stores data that reports to other bureaus. PayNet is a division of Equifax that equipment lenders use to verify your business credit. The SBFE is the Small Business Financial Exchange that collects data from all of these bureaus and reports it to the SBA. And the SBA has a credit score called the SBSS score, which is the FICO Small Business Scoring System. Depending on the bank and the size of your loan, you might be required to have a legitimate SBSS score to get approved for your SBA loan. So when I hear people saying that building business credit through the tiers is just a waste of time and money, unfortunately, that's not true. So let's go a little bit deeper. Let's talk about building credit versus accessing credit. So I've listened to and I've watched many videos from different gurus on YouTube, and they have good value, good information, but their perspective is limited to some degree based on their experience. And they'll use the word build business credit, and really what they're talking about is accessing business credit cards. Accessing business credit cards does not require that you build business credit. And accessing business credit cards is not building business credit. Two different things. So to use the word build business credit when you really mean access business credit is misleading, because people then go and get access to business credit cards, which has a purpose, and they think that they have built business credit, but they have not, because many and most of the business credit cards don't even report to the business credit bureaus. So I've talked to clients, business owners in business for 15 and 20 years who have 7 different business credit cards. Over the years have paid off 5 to 6 different loans, have relationships with over 10 vendors in the business name, and they naturally assume that they have business credit. But when we check their business credit profile with Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax business credit bureaus, nothing. Not one account is reported. And that's because they're not required to report those accounts. And unfortunately, the assumption is because I have business credit cards or loans, I'm building business credit. Because on the personal side, if you have credit cards and loans, you are building personal credit. But business credit is a little bit more elusive than that. So can you access business credit cards without building business credit? The answer is yes, you can. So they're right in that sense. You don't need business credit to access business credit cards. You do need excellent personal credit. And I've seen people talking about 680 credit scores. No. It's more like 750 to 800 credit scores with seasoned depth and history, very little to no inquiries in the last 8 to 12 months. And you have to be able to state income personally as well as business revenue. So keep that in mind. You can get approved for business credit cards without building your business credit. And if you have a really good personal credit score, you can get some really sizable limits. If you build your business credit, then you're going to get even bigger limits because they will look to see what your business credit score and profile looks like, particularly on Experian and Equifax. They probably won't be looking at Dun & Bradstreet. Again, if you don't have business credit, that won't cause you to be declined. But if you have business credit, you can get much bigger approvals. Does that make sense? Do you understand the difference between building business credit and accessing business credit? Well, we've kind of touched on it slightly. At least we know the difference between, or at least we know what accessing business credit is as far as credit cards are concerned. But let's go in a little bit deeper. So we have business credit cards, which are personally guaranteed, PG. Business credit cards, in most cases, will not show up on your personal credit. So you can apply personally guaranteed. It'll put an inquiry on your personal credit, but the card in most cases will not show up on your personal credit, which is a great thing because that means that your personal debt to income ratio is not going to be affected. Your balance to limit ratio with your active credit cards are not going to be affected. So the business credit cards are a great place and a great way for you to pay for business expenses and separate your liability and create that, separate what is reporting to your personal credit, including how it affects your debt to income ratio and your balance to limit ratio with your personal credit cards. But the business credit card is still personally guaranteed. So what that means is if you default, it will revert back and affect your personal credit. So don't default. Take good care of your credit. Now, corporate cards are different. Corporate credit is not what some people have defined as what I'm clarifying as business credit with net terms. Corporate cards are cards that are available, or credit and loans that are available to businesses that are earning over $5 million. And you can get access to corporate credit with no personal guarantee. So for most small businesses starting out, you're not making $5 million in revenue, you won't be able to qualify for corporate credit, which is not personally guaranteed. But to get that corporate credit, not only does it require that your earnings are north of 5 million, but you have to have a good business credit profile to get that corporate credit. Corporate credit is not business credit net terms. These are different things. But I've heard people use the word corporate credit when referring to business credit with net terms. Okay? Corporate credit, again, is credit that you can get access to when you're earning over $5 million with no PG, along with having good business credit. You can get corporate credit. So, to recap so far, business credit cards are personally guaranteed. They don't show up on your personal credit in most cases. Corporate credit can be no PG if you have good business credit and you're earning over $5 million in revenue in your business. Business credit with net terms are accounts that will give you net 30, 60, or 90-day terms, very similar to a charge card. And business credit with net terms can be no PG as well. They may start with 30-day net terms and then may extend 60 days up to 90 days net terms. That means that you can float the balance for 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days, depending on how long they give you. Now, these accounts could be attached to a store or a retail outlet. For example, office supplies or computers, or they can be spending accounts that are not restricted to specific stores or outlets. So, for example, the Bill Divvy card that is now available. I'll put a link in the description to some of these accounts. But more than that, in my course, we can go through the detailed step-by-step accounts that you need to set up to build true business credit. If you want to get access to business credit cards and you qualify, we can do that right away. If you have over 5 million, I help you to build the business credit to get the business credit, corporate credit cards with no PG. And whether you're brand new or you've been in business for 20 years, everyone can build business credit and start getting access to business credit with net terms. These accounts are going to be available as you graduate from tier 1 to tier 2, 3, and 4 of building business credit. And it's not just a whole bunch of accounts randomly. It's very specific instructions, step by step, strategic and efficient to help you quickly build organic and true business credit, not fluff, true business credit. Let's keep on going. So with no PG, you can buy equipment like computers, technology, office supplies, vehicles, cars, trucks, vans, furniture, fixtures, desks, chairs, phone systems, branding, and marketing material. All of these are business expenses that can add up into almost, who knows, 20, 30, 50, $100,000, right? The car that you drive, the desk that you're sitting at, your computers, your laptops, your tablets, your phones, your marketing material, your brand. I mean, this is expensive stuff that every business owner has to cover in cost. And all of this can be done with no personal guarantee. So when people say, oh, there's no such thing as no personal guarantee, they don't know what they're talking about. And that's because they're only focused on one aspect of credit. So you have to be holistic, approach this holistically, and put yourself in position to qualify for whatever you need whenever you need it. And sometimes you don't even know when you're going to need it, but if you're ready, you can take advantage of the opportunity. Now, what's not going to be personally guaranteed or PG is going to be required? Open-ended revolving credit cards for businesses that are earning under 5 million, business term loans, lines of credit, SBA loans, real estate, basically everything on the PG list that we just went over. If you don't build real organic business credit, is going to be required to have a PG. Now, again, some of these things you're never going to remove that PG. Real estate, I haven't seen any no PG real estate loans. Now, there are non-recourse real estate loans. They don't really look at your business credit, though. They look at your experience and, how have you, what kind of projects have you done in the past in terms of real estate? And your debt service coverage ratio. They look at that as well. Again, credit cards, open-ended revolving credit cards, that's going to always be required. PG is not going away. Business term loans and lines of credit, SBA loans, nothing you can do. You are not, doesn't matter how much business credit you are going to have to personally guarantee an SBA loan. I can guarantee that. So with that said, I hope that this video was of great value to you. If it was, please like, subscribe, and share. Let YouTube know that I'm providing good content and value so that they boost up the video so more people can hear about it and learn from me. I look forward to helping you and working with you on a one-on-one. You can schedule a free consult in the description below. Take good care. God bless. And make sure you do your diligence. And if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Take care. God bless. Peace.